You call yourself a thinker, and yet you do not act. My dear friend, that is not thought. That is delay dressed in fine words. True thought is the architect of action. True thought clears the fog, decides the direction, and then says boldly, "Let us go." You confuse worry for wisdom, but worry is thought stripped of purpose. It is motion without destination. It drains you, weakens you, deceives you. Worry has no place in the mind of a person with definiteness of purpose. Let me repeat that. Definiteness of purpose. That is the North Star. Without it, your mind becomes a labyrinth where dreams go to die. I wrote those words not to entertain you, but to awaken you. Because I know what you possess inside. I saw it in the steel-eyed gaze of Carnegie, in the fire of Edison's lab, in the hunger of every man who ever rose from nothing to greatness. And I see it in you, buried beneath doubt, buried beneath distraction, buried beneath the lie that thinking is enough. It is not enough. Desire, backed by faith, commanded by purpose, and acted upon with persistence. That is the formula. Not idle contemplation, not mental gymnastics, not maybe someday. No. Decide, desire, do. You have been taught to study every option, to hedge every bet, to wait until you are ready. But the universe does not reward the one who waits. It rewards the one who moves. It bends for the bold. It opens doors for the decisive. Every success I have ever studied, every fortune, every triumph, every rise from ruin began with one clear, definite decision, not 50 plans. One, and then the will to carry it out until death, defeat, or destiny. Do you know why so few succeed? Because so few are willing to pay the price. Not the price of labor. No, you would gladly sweat. But the price of uncertainty. The price of acting when the answers are not yet clear. The price of stepping forward when the path is hidden. You call yourself a thinker. Then think on this. All the answers you seek are waiting for you, but they will only reveal themselves in the doing. Your overthinking is not intelligence. It is fear in disguise. It is the ego refusing to be humbled by risk. Great men, men of destiny, do not fear risk. They respect it. They harness it. They ride it like a wild horse through the storms of life. Andrew Carnegie told me once, "Put all your eggs in one basket and watch that basket." That is not recklessness. That is focus. That is faith in action. That is the courage to trust your vision more than the noise of the crowd. But you have scattered your eggs across a dozen dreams, half built, half believed. You are spread thin, thinking wide, doing little, and still you wonder why success has not found you. It is not coming until you summon it. You summon it not by thinking harder, but by deciding stronger. You say, "This is who I am. This is what I will do, and nothing will stop me." That is when the universe begins to stir. That is when invisible forces, which I have called the sixth sense, begin to move in your favor. Not before. Understand this. Indecision is the devil's workshop. It is the silent killer of ambition. It whispers, "Wait a little longer, think a little more, make sure it's safe." But safety is an illusion. There is no safety in waiting, only regret, only rot, only the slow decay of unused potential. I have seen brilliant minds rot in the graveyard of hesitation. I have seen average men rise to wealth and glory simply because they moved, and moved with faith. What excuse will you offer when your life is finished? That you were thinking. Thinking is not the end, it is the beginning. And thought, if it does not lead to action, is a betrayal of the gift you were given. You were not made to merely dream. You were made to build, to turn thought into substance, to turn vision into victory. That is the divine power you hold. That is what separates you from the beasts of the field. You are not meant to exist. You are meant to create. And creation requires courage. So stop thinking. Start deciding. Start moving. Start becoming. What are you waiting for? Permission. I give it to you now. Perfection. It does not exist. A guarantee? There are none. Only this moment. Only this breath. Only this chance to become something greater than you were yesterday. You say you believe in success, then act like it. You say you have faith, then walk with it. You say you want change, then make it. The mind is a master if you direct it, but it is a tyrant if you serve it. Choose now whom you shall serve, the master who builds or the tyrant who doubts. I have no doubt what you are capable of, but I do not care what you think you can do. I care only what you will do, because that is the only thing that ever mattered.